Hey everybody, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I like to call this Rustic Trends, where I build outdoor patio bars, outdoor kitchens, and outdoor patio furniture. I know it's a little hard to see all this because this is all new to me, so I'll have to pan this out so you guys can see this. Okay, give me a second here. This is my 12-foot monster, as I like to call it, and I'm knocking stuff over. So, there we go. That's a little better. The selfie stick thing, I gotta get used to this. So, this is a very, very large 12-foot bar, and it is on wheels. It's not complete, but it will have all the doors on it. As you can see, I built in the shelves. And let me fix this here. And it goes all the way down. And it goes way down. That's the top of it. So maybe if I do this, you'll get a better look. There we go. Like I said, this is all new to me. And building these, one thing, I am not a professional woodworker. I learned this as I go along. I started this about a year ago just for a hobby and, something to build to see if I could do it. I built one that had a built-in refrigerator, and it had a cooler that would hold 68 cans of pop or beer. Some people call it soda. Here in New York, we call it pop. And built-in cutting board. It was about 6 feet long. I had that on wheels also. And that was kind of the guinea pig on how a lot of this all started. So when I did this, let me adjust this. When I did this, I was just starting out with it. So I decided that, hey, I'm just going to start building more stuff. So I built another section that was 8 feet long, and I put in a grill that was a 5-burner. Not a real expensive one, middle of the road. Had a side burner, and built the rest of it 8 feet long with a good sized countertop. And I put all nothing but cabinetry underneath it, no shelving, because I did not want it to start on fire for any reason. So I had to modify it and make it so the grill was able to breathe. So, and then the third piece came along. Well, everyone wants to sit around, got to build a bar. So I wound up building an 8-foot bar, and I put the shelving through it. And all the doors, I built 4 doors, and I built everything all out of cedar and 2x4s, things like that. And I built the bar stools myself. I got some ideas off of YouTube, but I didn't want to copy anybody's, so I decided to make up my own design. In my video somewhere down the line here, I will put some still pictures of what I've built in the past. And I also built, it was a furniture set for outdoors. I wanted one that would basically have 2 end tables, a coffee table, which was a good size. I built in a fire pit and that with some things I had, and I wanted it to be basically a 3-person couch style, which I got the cushions out of Sears, and the love seat part would seat 2 people also. Turned out to be pretty well, and I actually wound up trading that for a camper, and then the camper I wound up selling because we were not going to be camping at all this season, and I got it late in the year, so I'll figure that out for next season. But a lot of the tools I do have, they're not expensive ones. They are one that I have gotten secondhand or bought cheap. Harbor Freight is actually really good for buying cheap tools. And, if you don't have a lot of money, they're pretty good. You can't expect them to last forever, but, they hold up pretty well. So my table saw, well, kind of a table saw, I guess, because I had to stand. Let me move the bar out of the way here. And this is my shop. Yes, it is not that big. It is actually in my garage. And you can see I have limited space. And the ceiling, it likes to drip, even though I've insulated it somewhat. and I tried to stop the moisture buildup because the roof is metal. And I was kind of successful, I guess. It's not too bad in here. But during the summertime, it's fantastic. I can build anything and not worry about it even if it rains. But in here, this being the 12-foot bar, it takes up a ton of my space, basically all of it. So I have plasticed off half of my garage to keep the moisture down. The other half of my garage, the roof being metal, it sweats like crazy. So it basically rains over there. So my tools, okay. This is my saw I bought from Harbor Freight. You know, it's a Chicago Electric, but you know what? I can't complain with it. My stand, I got this one from Harbor Freight as well. I seem to like it because I can do a lot of adjustments with it. And it expands out pretty far. And even the higher end ones, like the DeWalt and that, don't have wheels. So I like this one because I can fold it down and lean it anywhere I want to. It's on wheels and it's easy to move around. But some tools, I spent a little bit more money. My table saw right there, okay, this is my chop saw, so miter saw, as everybody wants to call it. I'm sure I'll get corrected. But my table saw, that is a Craftsman one. It works pretty good, so I really can't complain. And it folds up, and that's on wheels also, which is really nice. If I need to go to somebody's house or help out one of my friends or a family member, I can just fold it up real quick, throw it in the back of my truck, and off I go, which works pretty good. Okay, for hand tools. Now, okay, my wife was nice enough to buy me a combo pack, which had my drill, a Sawzall, and then the handsaw, the little circular saw, which all run on a great battery. They worked fantastic for me for what I need it for, so I really not complaining with that either. So, but the only thing I've noticed is I have an impact on that Craftsman makes. The battery is a lot larger, so it seems to hold a charge a whole lot better. Doesn't go through it as fast, and so I just kind of swap them out when I need them. But back to the bar here. This guy, I decided to make this. Well, somebody wanted it, a 12-foot bar. I mean, I know it's hard to see. And like I said, I'm new at this whole selfie thing and everything else, selfie stick thingy. So bear with me. And like I said, when it comes to woodworking, I am not a professional. I don't expect my work to be perfect, and neither does anybody else I build for. But I have been learning a lot as I go along. So I've been able to fix a lot of the mistakes I used to do and have become a lot better at it. And all these builds that I do are all my designs that come out of my head. So I think I'm doing pretty good. But this guy here, even though I did put my hand in some water on the plastic because I have to keep plastic on some things for when the water builds up in here. Nothing I can do until eventually maybe I can get into somewhere bigger and that's a lot drier and I won't have a metal roof that drips all over me. But this one, the person that I'm making this for, they wanted, just moving some things around here, they wanted a removable top. So, which I have done. So, normally nobody ever asks for that. And everything I build out of here, like I said, this is all cedar. I did make it where there will be pins that will hold the top into place, but this top is, you can tell by the sound, it's pretty heavy. But I have also made it, like I said, where the top is removable. Let me set this down for a second here, or maybe you can see it. The top of it does slide down, or it does come off. So this is where they meet together, and these are my whole 2x4 framing that holds it together. I like to call it the skeleton. And then all the wood that goes around that I call wrapping it. That's where all the weight comes in. So just, the wrapping, makes it very, very heavy. That's why I take all these and I put them on wheels, which I buy out of Harbor Freight. They're not badly priced. They seem to have a lot more variety of wheels than some of the other stores. And the wood that I do buy is all local. Buying things out of a mill, you're getting better quality wood, yes, but you're going to pay 2 to 3 times the amount of money. So I try and keep myself on a budget of building these. So the cedar is, inexpensive. It's good to work with. The wood that I do buy, I buy some of it from Home Depot. I buy it from Lowe's. And my hardware, I pick and choose, who's got what from either one of those. So, Home Depot right now seems to win on, for the hardware, they're cheaper for hinges and handles. Wood quality, I get my cedar out of there. My 2x4s, I buy out of Lowe's because whatever company they're going through, it seems to be a whole lot better quality. Even though you're not getting perfect wood, it is framing wood. You can't expect it to be perfect, but you just pick and choose, the one that you want. Sometimes it takes a little while to get really good boards. A lot of them are bent or, they got big gouges in them or they're cracked. So I just get a little choosy on what I want. But like I said, the wheels on these things too, I buy them at a Harbor Freight. There is 6 of them on this one because it is so long and so heavy. I put 1 in each corner and 2 in the center on the sides of it. So this way it kind of equally distributes the weight, and the center of it will never sag either over time. And the wheels are rated for 125 pounds each. So I don't think this whole thing weighs over 750 pounds. So I think I'm safe there. It's probably a little overkill, but I don't care. They work well and they're locking. I just wish the locks that they made on these were a little bit better. If you can see this, these are the wheels, and these little guys right here, you just push them down, and this one doesn't want to do it. I don't want to break it because if you push them too hard, those little things like to pop off. So you just take it easy and you lock them into place, and it shouldn't move out of the way. But getting down into the build here, even though I have a lot of stuff in here because I've been building everything, but this should give you a general idea of, my shelving that's going to be in the center right here. I've notched them all to put them in here. Down here, it's all sealed in too. I have not put the doors on yet, which I will wind up doing that today. I still have to do some trim work on it and hopefully start getting it into color. So, but this is my new YouTube channel. Hopefully it will be successful and you guys will subscribe. And all the builds that I do, I will post them step by step so other people can build them and, make life a little easier for them. Oh yeah, one other thing too that I use for screws. I don't use really cheap screws. I actually spent a little bit of money. Where the heck are they here? These guys. These ones right here. These ones I use because they're galvanized. They're deck screws, so they don't break that easy. They don't rust. And the tips of them, they give you the little tip that comes with it. It actually lasts a decent amount of time. But what I like to do is I bought the DeWalt ones for the tip. It's like a 5-star or something like that or whatever. And a gentleman pointed them out to me, and they have seemed to work fantastic for me. I have used them for quite a few builds, and they come in a 4-pack. I have yet to chew up one of them, which I have not done yet. So, and if I lose one, I have more. But yeah, this is my new YouTube channel, and I will keep you guys posted on other builds. I will show pictures of this, and I'll try and shoot a video of when it is done, the doors are done, the trim work is done, and it's sealed, and the top is cleared, because this is going to be leaving really, really soon. Gentleman needs it for the 21st or the 22nd of December this month for a Christmas party that he's going to be having in his garage. So I got commissioned on this one. This is the 12-foot one, like I said. This is the biggest one to date building one. Normally, you know, they go about 8 feet to 10 feet. Somebody wanted 12 feet. I wasn't going to say no. I was up for the challenge. So here it is. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I will keep you guys posted, and I will put in some still pictures of my other builds. So hopefully you like this video. I'm sure it'll get better with time. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, and I'll figure out the camera a lot more. I'm just using my cell phone. And hopefully, you know, you guys will subscribe. So I hopefully become part of the YouTube family. So my name's Patrick. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you.